we are looking at how we can connect MySQL database to our program in Visual Basic. So let's see how it is. I have this database here, and I'm going to show the tables. So let me show the databases. And as you can see, I have my DB here. I'm going to use my DB as a database in the program. So I will show the tables in my DB and we shall see. Let me choose the DB first. Use my DB. Then I will show the tables. Okay, you see, I have intentionally created one table called students inside the MyDB database. So the program is going to interact with data in this table. Okay, so as at now, I don't have any record in the student table. If I select all the records in the table, it will be empty. So let me see, select all from student. You see, it is saying empty set. It means that the table is empty now. It means that the table is empty. So let's go to the program and see how we can add records to this table. So I will minimize this and then I will come to the program. This is my program. I have it here, the connection form is here, and then I have 3 different forms. So let me run the program and we shall see how it is. Okay, so when I run it, it comes up like this. I intentionally put the password and the username inside. This is the correct password and the username. So anytime that you are connecting to the database, you need your password and then the username. And then the use is the particular database you want to connect to. In our case, we have already created a database in the console, or in the command prompt, and we are connecting to it. That is the situation that we have at hand. We have our database in the command prompt and we are connecting to it. Okay, so we have to mention the valid database name, your password, your password, and then your username. If it is correct, in my case it is correct, so I will click on the connect. If I click on connect, you see that this message has come. Connected to I made a string here. Connected to database successfully. This one is just a string that I put it here. So connected to database successfully. Okay. Once it has connected successfully, here you need to put the valid table name, because as at now we are in the MyDB database, so you have to work with valid table name. So by default, I put the student table name inside the program so that it will load. And then the index number is the primary key. Right now, this index number, this data has been loaded before. This is the default values that I gave to the program, and this program has loaded the values before. Yeah, but you see, the table that we checked was empty. the table that we checked was empty. It means that there is no record inside. Therefore, these default values, if I click on add, it will add it correctly for us. Yeah, these default values will add correctly because the table is empty now. So you see that the first name, let me change the first name to Enoch, and then the last name to appear. Okay, and then the index number, let me add something to it, 2000110000. Okay, something like this. Okay, so this one is a valid record, so I will click on add. You see that we have gotten this message, success, data added successfully. Data added successfully. Okay, so it means that the data has been added to our database. Now let's check if our table is now having that record. So this is the statement, and then select all from student. You see, right now we have Enoch appear, and then the index number is here. It means that it connected successfully to the database, and it can now add record to the database. Okay, so let's continue to see what we can do again with it. So right now we have added it successfully. We can continue adding record, but if you try to add again, we will have error. You see here, it's saying error, duplicate entry for primary key. It means that at each entry should be unique. That is the concept of the primary key. The entity constraint, entity integrity constraint says that the primary key should be always unique. So let's add something to the primary key, and now let's change the name to Osei, and now let's change this one to Ampofo or something. Let me change this one to Osei, and then change this one to Ampofo. Okay, so right now, then the table name should not be changed. If I change the table name, I'll have error because we have connected under the DB database. We have only one table called students. Okay, so I can now add this record. You see that record added successfully. Okay, so right now that the record has been added successfully, let's go back and view and see. So the same statement, I'll view, and as you can see, Osei Ampofo has been added successfully. So we can, based on these two, we can say that the data is successfully connected. Our program is successfully connected to the database. Based on these records, we can say that our Visual Basic program can interact with the database successfully. So let's view the records. Here, you need to put in a valid index number, else it will not get it right. This is because it will use the index number to search for the person's first name and last name. So if I put in anything at all, this one is not a valid number. When I search, it's saying that no record found. Okay, but it seems some of the index number I didn't keep it, but it was 2000 110 something like this. Oh, I've forgotten this index number. Let's go to the table and check the valid index number. We have this valid index number here. So I will copy it like this and go back to the program and paste it here. I will paste it here. This one is a valid one. Then we will search. You see that we have gotten this message, success, record found. Okay, you see it has shown the first name and the last name. This means that it pulled it from the database and it showed it here. If we change this index number to this one, see, we have another valid index number here. Let me copy this and test the program with it. So if I paste this valid index number here, and then I will search, it's saying that success record found. Okay, you see that the name has changed to Osei Ampofu. So this means that our program has successfully connected to the database and it can interact with data inside the database. Okay, so we will look at how we will build this program, how we can connect this program in the next video. Okay.